It may be cold outside, but the winter sports season is heating up on high school sports scene. Hi, and welcome to High School Sports Scene. I'm David Bergenthal. The winter sports season is in full swing.
The county's indoor track and field athletes gathered at the 5th Regiment Armory on a cold evening in January for the Baltimore County Championships. Hereford's girls team earned their 8th consecutive county championship. Top performers on the girls' side were Western Tech's Sharon Dorsey, who won the 300 and 500 meters, Hereford's Sarah Ashwood, who won the 1600, Isabel Griffith of Delaney, who won the 3200, and Milford Mills relay squads took the 4x2 and 4x4 relays. On the boys' side, Delaney captured the title for the first time in 6 years. Top male performers included Western Tech's Carrington Akosa, who won the 55 and 300 meter dashes, Milford Mills' Leon Jordan, who won the 800 and 1600, and Patapsco's Lindale Bethea, who won the high jump. Final results look like this.
The gymnasium at CCBC Dundalk was filled with spirit on February 1st as the county varsity cheerleading squads convened for the winter cheerleading competition. The competition provided an opportunity for the cheer squads to show off their choreography, athleticism, and spirit in front of an enthusiastic audience and their peers. More than bragging rights were on the line, as the top 6 teams advanced to the regional competition with a shot at the state championship at stake. When the pom-pom settled, the results were in. Towson earned the Spirit Award. Pikesville's coach, Sean Obransky, was named Coach of the Year. Sparrows Point finished 6th. Kenwood took 5th. Pikesville earned the 4th spot. Lansdowne grabbed the bronze medal. Prairie Hall took silver. And Eastern Tech earned the top prize. Congratulations on a great show.
Over the past decade, the Hereford Wrestling team has established itself as one of the best teams in the county and the state. The defending county champions are working hard to get even better.
Our goal every year is to win a state title. Again, if you aspire to be the best you can be, then that seems like a good goal.
There is no secret to the Bulls' success.
Winning is a byproduct of doing all of the right things. Hard work, dedication, just going at it, and having the right mental frame of mind. So we want to have that, we want to be tough. We want to believe we can win.
The Hereford wrestlers have no problem buying into Coach Kazi's approach.
We usually have a 2-hour practice and then a 1 hour. We run stairs for an hour before this. And we have a practice every Saturday, so we're always grinding, just getting tougher and tougher and just beating the heck out of each other.
This team has a lot of drive. It has a bunch of people returning from last year. We try to push ourselves harder every day and try to get better.
Anthony Janko won the county title and finished second in the state at 113 pounds last year. Wrestling at 126 this year, he sees the team's intensity firsthand.
Guys are focused this year. We're pushing each other. Gets a little scratchy sometimes. People get in each other's faces in the room sometimes. It gets a little hairy, but you know, we're just making each other tougher, you know.
The team enjoys a tight bond.
We all work a lot together through JV and rec, and we've known each other for a long time, and we just try to keep pushing each other to get better.
I hang out with all these guys outside of school, and that's what I love, is the camaraderie, the teamship. We go out to dinner, like for team dinners, and we all hang out, we all take care of each other. You know, if someone needs a ride somewhere, we'll pick each other up. Or, you know, I love that we're always there for each other.
Coach Kazi can relate to his wrestlers.
It was an important part of my life, being able to wrestle and the lessons that I learned as a youngster and developing self-confidence, getting tough mentally, which I think this sport is like no other.
Now it's time to meet this month's outstanding male student athlete. Here's James Kavanaugh with the story.
Carrington Akosa is a 3-sport athlete and a senior at Western Tech High School. A member of the soccer team, as well as the indoor and outdoor track teams, Carrington has always been involved in playing sports.
I've been playing sports since I was little, playing soccer on the streets, you know, nothing professional or in the team sports, till I came to the United States in 2009.
Originally from Nigeria, Carrington moved to the United States in 2009. His life in Nigeria helped to give him the skills necessary to succeed in his sport.
Well, since I believe track is a mental sport, my time in Nigeria definitely developed me mentally, you know, and the difference between Nigeria and America kind of increased the rates of the development.
A state champion in multiple sprinting events, Carrington has an amazing work ethic that has been necessary in helping him develop into an incredibly successful student athlete.
He has a speed that is unmatched, but seeing him practice, seeing him get to that point, you get to see how he made it there.
He works hard in practice, he works hard outside of practice, which is very important because you can't just break records and win state championships without working outside of practice.
While Carrington isn't much of a fan of long-distance running, the feeling of running as fast as you can is what he loves about being a sprinter.
My favorite is the 300-meter indoor track. It's like a sprint and shorter, you know. 400 meters is supposed to be a sprint race, but it's so long that you kind of die at the 300-meter mark. And the 200 meters straight up sprint. But I'm tall, so it's kind of hard for me to get that full speed in the beginning of the race. But the 300 meter allows me to develop my speed and quicker, you know.
Carrington's work ethic, as well as his athletic and academic performances, have made him a respected member of the Western Tech track team, and also a role model to young runners.
This kid is dedicated, and he's somebody I use as an example to other teenagers as far as ways to improve, as far as ways to focus on their goals.
I feel like he was always a leader to our age group, and now that he's a senior, it's even more influence around the boys and the girls too.
Carrington aims to take his athletic and academic talents even further in the future. He's already planning on running track at Princeton University.
I plan on pursuing pre-med in college and running track in college, and maybe possibly, hopefully, the Olympics in 2016, running for Nigeria or United States of America. But I don't think I'm that good yet, so Nigeria can work.
He's going to do great things at Princeton, both on the track and the classroom. I could see him being a doctor in 10 years, I could see him leaving his imprint on the world.
Throughout Carrington's high school career at Western Tech, sports have had a huge positive impact on his life.
Being a student athlete is a blessing, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. I feel like it changed probably the course that I could have gone if I was just a student. So being a student athlete has done wonders to my life.
Carrington Akosa is an amazing student athlete. His diligence and hard work on and off the track make him an excellent runner and role model. We wish Carrington and his team the best of luck for this season. For High School Sports Scene, I'm James Kavanaugh.
Next, Katie Pugh introduces this month's outstanding female student athlete.
Rebeka Holt is a senior at Western Tech and the captain of the girls' varsity track and field team. On varsity all 4 years, Rebeka has emerged as a skilled and well-decorated track and field runner, winning numerous races and championships.
Her best event is clearly the half mile, the 800 meters. First time running that was, I believe, in the 9th grade. She went 2:25. She just ended last outdoor for 2:12, taking the bronze medal at the New Balance Outdoor Emerging National Championships. And I believe this year, going in, I think she will leave Maryland probably as the most decorated middle distance runner in Maryland history.
Rebeka has had to improve every season for her to reach the level of achievement she has today.
I definitely matured with on and off the track. My times have dropped significantly, and I've gotten a lot more confident.
So much of it is really intrinsically motivated, and I'm trying to get a lot of my team to really understand taking that responsibility of their development on themselves, and I think she's done a really good job of that over the past half year or so.
I doubted myself a lot. My coaches told me I was capable of doing one thing, but I was scared, and now I just trust him and I do as he tells me, and he ends up being right.
Rebeka is more than just her medals and talent on the track. She is a true leader on her team.
She will lead our push-up and ab routine at the beginning of practice. She'll also lead our warm-up routine before we start the real workout. She'll make sure we stretch.
She does a really good job of just managing the warm-up routine, kind of getting everybody together, passing out instructions, making sure everybody's kind of, good to go. And she sets the tone when it comes to really being able to handle her own workouts individually. And that's really what I'm looking for. And she does a good job of modeling that.
As a leader on the team, Rebeka does more than just run conditioning and warm-ups. She is a role model that her teammates trust and feel they can come to for support.
She's a really good leader on the team, and she's just a great person to be around. People kind of cling to her because she's such a good role model.
I think she's also improved her ability to communicate and also listen to people, take constructive criticism. Again, going into this year, I'm expecting her to really be able to apply that in a very mature way the remainder of her senior year.
I love having the leadership role on our team because our team is like a family, so I feel like the mother kind of like my girls' team. And then just the fact that they look up to me and feel comfortable enough to come to me for whatever reason, it's great.
Rebeka truly is a great role model, but not just because of what she has accomplished on the track, but also because of her successes in the classroom.
I believe she was a 3.4 GPA, taking relatively difficult AP honors classes. So in the classroom, I don't think there's really ever been a problem. A pretty solid SAT score. Pretty much, on the academic side, I think pretty much everything is good there.
Being a student athlete has not only shaped her, but her high school career as well.
I feel being a student athlete has made my high school experience, especially since I've done it since freshman year. It's become a part of who I am and what I do. My team is my family, so I've grown, I've made friendships and unbreakable bonds that I'll probably treasure for the rest of my years.
Rebeka Holt is a student athlete worth looking up to because of her hard work and all that she's accomplished. We wish for her senior year to be one of great success. From High School Sports Scene, I'm Katie Pugh.
Congratulations to Carrington and Rebeka. To honor their selection as this month's outstanding student athletes, each will receive an award provided by Allogram Incorporated in Timonium. Stay tuned for Coach's Corner. I'm David Birkenthal. Thanks for watching.
Hi, and welcome to this edition of Coach's Corner. I'm John Bushman, filling in again for Randy Dace. And our guests today are Mike Mohler, the girls varsity basketball coach at Catonsville High School, and two of his top players, seniors Taylor Barton and Breya Wallace. And thanks for joining us today. And Coach, this is another basketball season. You've been a long-time fixture in county basketball. Tell us a little bit about this season and how things are going for the Comets.
Well, I think they're going really well. We're first of all, thanks for having us. And right now, as we tape this today, we're 10-2. We're halfway through our season. It's going as expected. We've lost to Milford, and we lost to Seton Keogh. I thought the Seton Keogh game was winnable. Milford, we were there for a half. I think so far, I've been very pleased with our effort, our performance, and hope we can continue it.
And Taylor, you've been a starter, or at least a varsity member of the team since your freshman year. How have you seen the season kind of evolve in comparison to the last 3 years?
Well, looking back, like from the start of the season, Coach Mike's taken a different take towards this season. Like, we've been running a lot more. He's making sure that we're in shape. And just, I don't know, he's trying some new things, some new plays in there that I'm not used to. He's switching it up on me a little.
Breya, what is your relationship with Coach? How does he relate to the team? Is he a taskmaster? Does he make it fun?
We have our fun time sometimes, but we get down to business, yeah.
Now, Mike, you've been a coach you've been coaching girls basketball in Baltimore County here at Catonsville for 20 years. How have maybe you changed or evolved as a coach during that period of time?
The ones from 20 years ago would tell you that they're incredibly impressed how mellow I've gotten. I think our new kids and our seniors, they might argue with that, but the old-timers, when they come, they are startled at how much that I've kind of eased off. But, times change, people change, kids change. The game changes, but how we approach it and how we approach the kids, you've always got to, you look for something new, and you kind of, to keep yourself refreshed. You look for something new with the kids, something new that you can do with the kids, to keep learning and to keep going. Like I say, we've put in some different things, tried some different things, and that keeps it going. But I think the biggest thing is I've probably mellowed over the years, even though they may not agree with that, but I have.
And speaking of the years that you've been coaching, you're closing in on quite a milestone. You're at 398 wins as we tape this, close to 400 wins. How have you been able to, kind of maintain the level of success that your program's had throughout the time you've been at Catonsville?
Well, thank you. And yes, and I've always said from day one, it's all about the kids. I don't shoot it, I don't defend, I don't run the plays. The kids do it, and it's a tribute to them. I've had enormous luck and success to be at Catonsville, to be able to coach there. The competitiveness of the kids, their athletic ability are the ones that have allowed us to do what we've done over the years. And I give all the credit to the kids. And these two seniors, Taylor's career with Breya as a part of it, they're 66-18 so far. So that's a 78% winning percentage. And again, it all starts and ends with the kids. Like I say, I don't shoot and I don't defend. I try and guide them and get them in position, but they're the ones that do all the hard work.
Well, Taylor, you started, you became a varsity member as a freshman. What was that like as a freshman to you coming into a program that's so successful? Was that intimidating or?
I wouldn't say not necessarily intimidating. Like, I came in, of course I was nervous. Like, I was like, oh, I'm not going to make the team. He's not going to like me. But everyone was really accepting. Like, I never felt like a freshman on the team. There were 2 of us that year. But, yeah, no one ever made me feel out of place. They welcomed me right in. It was like a family. So.
Coach, what do each of these girls bring to your team? Taylor first?
Well, Taylor, early on, I mean, from the time that I saw her in the summer of her 8th grade year and going into a freshman year, I said, actually I went home to my wife and I told her, I said, we've got a girl that's going to be arguably the best forward ever to play at Catonsville. And she certainly lived up to all of those expectations. Breya has been with us for 3 years and she's done exactly what we've expected of her. She's our floor general. She gets us going. This year, she's stepped it up even more, you know, being that senior and taking that senior leadership on, of really directing us. She's the coach on the floor. She's right in the middle of all of our defenses. She really gets us going. So I put a lot of emphasis on senior leadership, and these 2 have more than met that and exceeded my expectations.
And Breya, how do you like that role of being sort of the floor general?
I like it.
Does it ever, you know, it puts a lot of pressure on you?
Yeah, but you live up to it, so it's fine. I like it a lot.
Okay. And Taylor, how have you developed into a leader on your team?
I don't know. I look at like the freshman Jen Gast, and I feel like I want to help mold her into the, like, I don't know, she's the 4 behind me, so I want to mold her and next year where she can step up and be a big aspect. She already is this year. It's amazing having Jen. But I don't know, I just want people to look up to me. I want to be someone who they can come to and also like listen to on the floor, because I know Breya and I kind of work together with yelling out plays and just take that leadership role. I love it. I like it.
So, Breya, tell me a little bit about you know, kind of what you do in your role as the point guard. And
you call the plays according to the defense before nobody else notices it. You notice everything like first time, yeah.
And what kind of, if you could compare yourself to any players, what kind of style of a player are you?
Well, I would say like NBA player, probably Rajon Rondo.
Okay, very good. Mike, what about you in terms of coaching? Are there any coaches that you you know, admire or emulate or kind of use as role models that you know, help guide your coaching style?
I think that through the years, you know, I say I've done this for a long time. You know, anybody's been around this long, you know, you always start with Coach Wooden, but then, you know, I have just about every tape of Coach K down at Duke. You know, and you pick and you learn and you really learn from other people. And I spend a lot of time at night when we're not practicing, going to see games, and I pick up a lot from other high school coaches. You know, not only in our own league but other league. And like any good coach, you always steal the best of what anybody else is doing. So I really pick and learn from and watch other coaches and try and pick their brain. So you know, it's a constant learning, and you know, I've got another tape coming in here in the next day or so, and we're going to be learning a whole new offense. Just because that's what they're really happy to hear that. But that's what, you know, we saw in the Milford game. We've got to do things better and change some things around in order to compete and try and beat our biggest rival in the county.
And that's a tough task.
Extremely tough.
We're just about out of time, but Taylor, what are your plans for after high school?
Well, I definitely know I want to play in college. Where yet? I don't know. I've narrowed it down to Marymount, Mary Washington, and Stevenson, and I'm going to study computer science.
And Breya, how about you?
I'll be going to Shenandoah University, playing basketball and studying athletic training.
Very good. Very good. Well, thanks for joining us today. We wish both of you the best of luck for the rest of the season and in the future. And Coach, we hope that you'll be around for a few more years here in Baltimore County.
Thank you.
Good luck. That's all for this edition of Coach's Corner. Thanks for watching.